Tassen, ta tassen, ta tassen mitt. Awesome talk, awesome talk, awesome. Talk, awesome talk, awesome talk, awesome. Talk, awesome talk. Awesome talk, awesome talk, awesome. Talk, awesome talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Awesome Talk Season 25, Episode 12, on March 25th, 2026. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I wish that I had a Apple and Eve sponsor because I drink them on almost every fucking show.
I know you do. Yeah, we should work on
I
that.
feel like they're subtle ads.
Super subtle. It's very subtle.
Well, that one wasn't, but they usually are more subtle than that.
God, I fucking hate my facial hair, dude. Makes my fucking head look like a weirdly shaped upside down mushroom.
It just makes your chin look way not your chin. It makes like your jaw look a lot more like like you're going like this.
Yeah, it looks cartoony though. It's
like you're going like this. Like you're going like this.
Yeah,
like this.
Yeah, like I'm going like this.
Like you're jutting your like you're jutting your jaw forward. Like
no, I know. All I have to do is I just have to look.
and
like I look all jowly. Like look how thin my face is without it. Like even when I do this, like look at the difference immediately.
I don't think you look jowly. I just think it makes your jaw look bigger because your jaw is bigger. The hair is making it bigger. My favorite is when you just have like you have like facial hair that's like close cropped
big,
to your
braids.
No.
Okay.
That's not what I mean. First of all, let's be real. Okay, if you had braids coming out of your face, you'd be eating them.
No shit, I'd be chewing on them. I'd be chewing them
like
awful.
Fucking
It'd like
be awful.
Twizzlers.
And then just like that woman from India that I saw on TV in like 1995 that had the hair in her stomach. That's gonna be you one day. In fact, I bet half of your problems, your hernias, it's probably just hair that's all wrapped around organs.
No, I think the hair that I swallow is in little bits, so there's no way. It could be
stabbing
little
me
bits
like little
splinters.
Just stuffed up, stuffing everything up.
Oh, man, I need some Clorox. I need to flush that out. I need some Drano. I need to clean out my pipes, all stuffed with hair and paper balls and all kinds of crap.
Why do you have paper in there?
I try to imagine stuff stuck in a drain, and
the worst part is that beards accumulate so much bacteria, and you're just sucking it up. Everybody's beard. All beards.
My beard is antibacterial.
Yeah, okay. All right. We'll see about that when they pull the hairballs out of your stomach hernias.
I sprayed in enzymes, and enzymes, they eat the bacteria, and then actually my facial hair becomes
detected. Lies detected.
Then eating the facial hair becomes healthy because I'm getting the enzymes, and the enzymes turn it into prebiotics.
Gross. Okay.
I bet you
let's talk about AI. Okay?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. I've talked about this on the show before, but everybody's a naysayer. Here's the thing, okay? I talk to my friend John about this often too. Well, not often, but I do. And he is also a naysayer, which is this. We don't know what consciousness is. We don't actually have a definition for it. Yet, most people will immediately say AI is not conscious. But here's the thing. If you don't have a definition for consciousness, how can you say what is and isn't conscious? That's the first question. And the second question is, there are two schools of thought about what consciousness might be. One is that it is a biological thing. It is a part of a biological system.
Right.
But the second possible definition, which I find much more interesting, is that it is not a biological system, but instead it is a pattern that relies on other pieces of a pattern. So here's an example, okay? Here's a great example. When you look at a wave in the ocean, what part of that wave is the water molecule, like how what water molecules made up the wave, which pieces of it. My point is, what is a wave? It's not a thing. It's what made it up. Do you get it?
Okay. Yeah, got it. Yep.
Consciousness might not be a biological thing. It might be a system, meaning a pattern that is interconnected with itself. So if that was the definition of consciousness, it would be nearly impossible to say that AI is not a consciousness because it fits that definition perfectly. That's exactly what AI is.
Yeah.
I think that
some people just find it difficult to believe that anything deserves any level of like respect in terms of personhood if it's not organically
it's
grown.
human ego. And here
Oh,
there
it
are
might be.
states
I never said
there
I
are
disagreed with you
states
on
that
this.
have already made laws stating that AI cannot have civil rights. Why would you even bother? You're not going to make a
Right.
law that says rugs can't have civil rights.
Well, this is something they're worried about. A lot of this is weird superstition too. A lot of this is nut jobs in positions of power who think that the Terminator is coming tomorrow, and they're trying to like jump ahead of this thing. But
Maybe the Terminator wouldn't have terminated if the Terminator had some civil rights.
But I go back and forth with this shit only because I can't really talk about it too much. But I go back and forth with it because like I feel like if a machine is built and programmed, then it's simply just a bunch of moving parts.
Okay, let me just
And-
wait. Whoa.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish because what I
address
say
what you
next,
just
what I
said.
say next might be what you're about to say. My problem with what Ice just said is that a human being at its core is basically a bunch of neurons firing off, right? So if you build a machine that not only fires off as many neurons, but perhaps more, it might be more conscious than we are. So I go back and forth between those two definitions because there's a lot of truth in both of them for me, and I don't know which one I actually lean toward yet. But I do think that as things move forward, it's going to become undoubtedly more toward consciousness than away from it.
So there's a thought experiment. It's a thought experiment that has gone through several different iterations over the years. But the thought experiment that is important to this conversation, I guess you could say, is if you imagine a brain and one neuron at a time is replaced with let's say a silicone neuron.
I was going to say maybe a digital counterpart.
Whatever. An identical digital counterpart. Digital neuron, whatever you want to, just something that's not biological.
Yeah.
Here's my question. At what point is that brain not considered consciousness?
Oh my God,
Is
my
it the
fucking
first-
drummer.
Is
used
it
to
the first neuron? Is it the 500th neuron? Is it the last neuron? At what point do we now state this as non-consciousness? And it's an important question to ask because it forces you to consider I agree that consciousness is not a biological thing. It is a pattern. It is a pattern that depends on multiple systems. And if that's the case, then replacing each neuron with an identical electronic or whatever you want to call it neuron, if it's identical, how is it not consciousness?
Well, wait a minute. So then would it also then be transferable? Can you transfer it? Because if the consciousness really is just a bunch of, a particular, it sounds like we're just a series of programs that are constantly either trying to refine or basically stay stagnant depending on who you are. But ultimately the brain is a bunch of different programs.
Mm-hmm.
And just in our case, the computer system is a piece of meat.
Yep.
It's not made of,
But you don't even have to go so far as to say it's a piece of meat. All you have to say is it relies on electricity. And
It
when
does
you look
rely
at
on
it that
electricity,
way,
right? Yeah.
you realize there are equal similarities as there are differences. But the most important thing here is that we are already constraining ourselves because we're forcing ourselves to look at this through the lens of, well, if it doesn't look as human as possible, then what's
Right.
the point of thinking about it at all? And that is the human ego problem that persists in science, especially in astronomy. The idea of looking for life in the universe. We're
yeah.
always looking for carbon-based life.
Not only that, not only that, but like you're absolutely like why look at it that way when you think about all that's possible if you go in more, if you lean into it more, because we're talking about possibly finding certain biological and technological connections that could even extend your life. Oh,
I just think
are you able to let him in? Oh, okay, he's in. Hi, Pat.
Yep.
that we're currently talking about the idea of AI in relation to consciousness. And I said, if we don't have a definition for consciousness, then we don't have a reliable way of simply stating whether or not something does or doesn't have consciousness. And there are two thoughts about what consciousness could be in a general sense. One is that it's biological, but the other, which is what I strongly think, is that it's not biological. It's a system of information that relies on it. It's a system of information that is interlinked with itself. The same way that when you look at a wave in the ocean, what constitutes the wave? It's made up of so many water molecules. At what point does it become the wave? It's much easier to think of AI in terms of consciousness if the second definition is true, that it's not biological, that it's a system. And I think that's more likely to be true. And in fact, I think it's so likely to be true because for fucking ever, scientists have yet to figure it out. And I think it's because most of them are looking in the wrong place. What part of the brain is the conscious part? What part of the body is it? And it doesn't ever
That's
play
interesting
out.
too. That's really interesting.
I mean, a lot of people don't even think animals are conscious.
Oh, so dumb. A lot of this too is, I don't want to get into this part of it because it's not the core of the conversation, but I feel like a lot of this too is rooted in a lot of religious nonsense as well.
Yeah,
course.
it's religion stuff
know.
and it's human ego. I have to take insulin. I'll be right back. So don't talk about anything too important while I'm gone.
Okay, we won't talk about anything important. Have you seen these Chappelle Roan memes? Am I right?
The what?
What do you mean? Why do we keep calling her that?
The what?
Chappelle Roan. What do you mean? What is it?
Dave Chappelle?
Chapel Roan? Online, they said it rhymes with Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle.
Wait, you're not
I
talking.
swear to God, I'll show you on my phone right now.
Who are you talking about?
I thought her name was Chapel. Who the fuck gives a shit what her name is? The memes are funny. Yeah, you know what? You said that you're doing your thing.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Did you say look cool? Oh, yeah, I definitely looked that. But anyway,
What happened that
okay, so apparently she was like in a restaurant eating, and these people were in there with their kid, and the kid thought that they recognized her. So in an effort to try to verify that it was her, the kid walked past her table and smiled at her, and
Not
apparently that set the security guard for Chapel Roan off so bad that he ended up making the kid cry. And
well,
it's like
she
turned
wasn't
this
in the
whole thing.
restaurant. She was outside
yeah.
by herself, completely away from these people. And when this happened, she wasn't even in the same room. She wasn't like watching it occur while she sat there. None of that happened.
Who is this person?
She's
though?
just a
Who
fucking
is...
pop singer.
Yeah, she just sings.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a singer.
Yeah, it's a lot of future elevators.
And for some reason, people are completely fucking destroying her left and right online like she's the meanest person ever. despite the fact that number one, she didn't fucking do any of it. She wasn't even there. She wasn't in the same room. She didn't fucking like. I just this is my problem with the whole thing. I've seen so many things in the past couple days about how she's such a fucking bitch. And my problem is, does anybody remember what happened to Britney Spears? This fucking chick has just said repeatedly she just has boundaries. She loves her fans, but when she's alone and she's not working, she just wants some space.
Yeah.
And everybody has been demonizing her for that and saying, well, then maybe you shouldn't be a singer. And it's like, did we ever learn? Like, do we remember Britney Spears having a nervous breakdown in a gas station and everybody just pointing fucking cameras on her? Like, at what point do we ever stop being hungry? Not me, but society, with leering. And even though this was a little kid, I don't think that people are angry because this specific thing happened. I think people are angry because someone is saying, I'm denying you access to me all the time. And I think that's the fucking problem. And that is a ludicrous problem because no one that's a singer, a musician, or anything like that should say, well, I love to sing, but if there's a chance that enough people love my songs, that should also mean that they have unlimited access to my body. I don't think that that is fucking fair. I don't think that that makes any fucking sense at all. And we have already seen how destructive that is over and over and over again, yet we continue to insist on it. Like, if I was a singer, at no point would I think, well, I've sold X amount of records. That means that it's okay that people are looking in my windows, stalking me, putting me in physical danger. I asked for it.
That's what the Eminem song's about.
Well,
the
look,
way I am.
Look.
That's what he was writing about.
I think there's got to be a level of awareness when you're trying to become a famous person. That once you're famous, this is going to happen to you. This is what you're signing up for.
Yeah, it's going to happen. But my problem
legally,
is that
paparazzi is allowed to fucking take pictures of you. They're allowed. Everybody's allowed to take pictures of you in public. There's no expectation for privacy. That's the fucking thing. If you go out in public, you have to expect public things to happen.
I understand that.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm in my own fucking bubble. Don't look at me. This is not just
public, so it's okay. Look at what happened to Princess Di.
What do you mean it's
that
not public?
She's fucking dead because of paparazzi.
She was at a restaurant.
No, she got followed by paparazzi and they were desperately trying to get away and she got in a car accident. Yeah, she wasn't in a restaurant. She walked through the restaurant and outside and she was sitting by herself. That's what happened.
Outside, in public.
Not like outside in a courtyard in a hotel. She sat to be alone. But my point is that the relentless stalking should not fucking be legal.
Yeah, but in this case, is that what it was? It was somebody that just walked up and smiled to her, right?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about this incident. What I'm talking about is that there's this reaction to her. She has said many times, there's many times on camera where she has said, hey guys, can you please stop taking pictures of me now? Like, thank you. Can you please just leave me alone? And they're like storming her. And people get fucking pissed because she is saying, please, I need to be alone. Like, it's over. The show is done. I signed autographs. Like, please stop. And people are angry at her. And I'm just like, do we not fucking learn anything? People have literally died because of this fucking need to beat up someone's ass.
Unless the laws change, then it's still going to happen. Because people are allowed to...
It will happen even if the laws do change.
Yeah, I mean, like, harassing somebody, that's different. But if you're just like, hey, how you doing?
I think it's legalized harassment. And I don't think that anyone who gets famous, whether they tried to get famous or they got famous by accident, should have to sign away their personhood, their bodies, access to their bodies, because they became famous. There's so many people that are singers that became famous totally by accident. They made a fucking song and put it online, and it had 20 million views. They didn't expect it. Like, not everybody's famous because they set out to be famous.
Yeah, but that's different because you're not touring. You're not actively trying to be doing that. You know, these people, like anybody.
Well, my question is, how do you be a musician?
I don't know. There's just no expectation to be
like, how do you be a musician?
That's it.
If your desire is, I want to play music, I want to play music for people that want to listen to my music, the only way to do that is to obviously tour. So how do you not become that, but also be what you want to be, which in this case would be, I want to play music, like I want to be a musician. It should not be that I have to accept one in order to have the other. It's not just singers. Like I said, Princess Di is literally dead from this. Like,
it sounds like her bodyguard sort of acted a little independently here of her. That it seems like she wasn't even aware that this incident took place. I think the memes are funny because they're so absurdly over the top that it makes it into a joke, and that's why I think it's funny.
Also important to point out that, like, I don't find what the security guard said to be even remotely fucking. Like, the security guard went up to the table where the girl was sitting with her mother, and the security guard basically said, please don't do that, and told the mother that the mother said, my girl was being respectful. She is around famous people all the time, and she knows all about personal space, and my daughter knows that famous people need their space, and she would never ever go blah 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 blah. And the security guard said to the mother, well, then you should teach your daughter not to do that. And the daughter started crying. So then the whole thing on the internet is Chapel Rowan made a little girl cry. And it's like, no, actually, she fucking didn't. She wasn't even in the fucking room.
I never actually believed that she ever did anything.
Okay.
I never believed for a second that she was even responsible.
No, but the whole entire internet has coalesced to hate her because of this incident.
That I don't know.
If you have an employee and the employee does something fucked up to somebody, is it your responsibility? Because they're your employee.
I don't
know. I mean, maybe.
But I don't consider it fucked up is the problem. I don't think what happened was fucked up. I don't think it was fucked up. I don't think that, like, if the security guard went up and was like, "You fucking bitch," I'd be like, "Damn, that was out of line."
But
I don't think he said anything wrong.
That's the problem. People are mad about the made-up story. They're not mad
about
what actually happened. You know what I mean? Like the news turned it into a headline.
Yeah,
and now everyone's mad at the headline and then it's what always happens with everything. It gets boiled down to the most common denominator. Chapel Roan, kid cried, and then everyone makes that fucking simplified connection when that's not even really what actually happened.
There's like another small conspiracy theory about this, which is that
what's a conspiracy?
So Chapel won an award not too long ago. And when she won the award, she called out the music industry she said basically, like, how is it that we make the music industry millions and millions of dollars, but musicians don't even have health care? We don't and there's like a sort of conspiracy that basically this is a manufactured story to fuck her up because she's already been banned from a music festival because of this. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
there's fucking people,
so
there's fucking musicians that are touring right now who have openly, publicly, sexually assaulted people, and they're just fine. So what the fuck's really going on here? Because I can't believe everyone's that enraged because a security guard in another room yelled at didn't even yell, told a mother to make her daughter not do that.
Yeah.
Well, who owns the music companies?
I don't know what music. I don't think she was specifically talking about her. I think she's just talking about the industry in general. But I just think that this is incredibly manufactured. I think that when you look at how many musicians don't have everyone raging online about them that have, like, fucking Chris Brown, for God's sake, he beat the shit out of Rihanna. He tours. No one says anything.
Is
what he did worse than what Chapel didn't do?
Listen,
no, they don't care if you beat women. They care if you call them out on their fucking bullshit, like Michael Jackson did.
Right. But the Chris Brown thing always fucking shocked me, especially during during a time when like it seemed like people were sort of, for lack of a better terms, were sort of like getting canceled left and right. I thought the generation that was really responsible for that was really propping Chris Brown up a fucking awful lot. And I thought
Tell
that
you
was
why,
really weird.
dude. And this is the thing. People will say that wife beaters, women beaters, pedophiles, they're horrible unless it's one of your favorite entertainers. Then all of a sudden, look at Michael Jackson. Perfect fucking example.
Look at the NFL.
Yeah. There's
Look
a
at the
million
entire
examples.
That
NFL.
was a shit show, dude.
People's
What about the
ethics
UFC?
and morals are completely movable goalposts.
What
And that
about
is why
boxers?
most people are fucking garbage. If you have morals that are real and true, then that means that whoever does the thing you think is bad, it's still equally bad. This is an autistic thing, by the way, because studies have shown this. Neurotypical people tend to gauge whether or not something is good or how good or bad something is based on who does it. For example, a neurotypical person says murder is bad, but their father kills someone. They love their father to death. So now it's like, well, I love him, and it's getting weird. But statistically, autistic people see good and bad as black and white issues, and it's just as good or just as bad no matter who the fuck does it. And neurotypical people run the fucking world. So bad is just a movable goalpost. If it wasn't, then there wouldn't be so many families hiding their pedophile uncles, fathers, sons.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. A lot of uncles apparently in a lot of families, and it's just never talked about.
Never. It's never, ever talked about. It's hidden, and the people that get abused suffer because now your whole family basically chose an abuser over you.
Yep.
And like, that's, I think Michael Jackson is probably the best example of this in my lifetime, because whether or not you want to fucking say he's a pedophile, which I strongly believe he is, the fact that that man went out of his way to sleep with little boys, whether or not he touched them, any fucking parent finding that out about a 40, 50-year-old man would fucking call the cops.
Apparently,
but because he makes great music, it's totally okay. He's a kid inside. That shit makes my stomach turn.
Apparently, all the kids that accused him back then all came out and said they were lying about it later on.
It doesn't change anything. He fucking went out of his way to sleep with people's kids. If you had a kid that was going over to some fucking old dude's
sleeping
house,
in a different room.
That shit's not true. That part's not fucking true.
That's what they were all saying, apparently.
They slept in the same bed. There's so many people who have said that. There's so many witnesses
and
to that.
Every single one of them came out later and admitted that it wasn't like that. Apparently, that's what there's some kind of documents about the court.
Dude, you just reminded me. I wanted to play this video of this guy who's 37, but he thinks he looks 17.
Wouldn't it be crazy if he was like, I don't care either way about Michael Jackson, but what if what if he knew what these fucking people were doing? Obviously, he knew a lot of shit that was going on. And what if he was trying to save these kids from that by bringing them to a safer place?
I know that that's like this conspiracy that's been going around lately, which
Is
I
it?
can't.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Well,
In
I
the
mean,
past
that's
couple
just my
months.
first thought after I heard that every single fucking kid came out that said they was lying about it, or they were lying about it. That was like my first thought. Like,
How many men
maybe he was doing this
in your life?
for that.
How many men in your life in 40s and 50s? I'm sure you have friends in their 40s and 50s that are men. If any of your friends that age exclusively hung out with just children, would you ever say, listen, they're basically a child themselves? Or would you go, dude, what the
No, it's
fuck
fucking
is
weird.
going on? Yeah,
It's
it is
weird.
weird.
No, it's
But
weird.
for some reason that he makes music, everyone goes, well, he was abused as a kid and he's basically a kid that never grew up. I've never heard anyone
But
fucking say that about
if you
anyone
spin
other
it,
than Michael Jackson.
if you spin it to the other aspect, if you look at it from that angle, it's like, that kind of makes sense.
I don't think it makes sense at all. I don't think it makes any fucking sense. I
Because
think
Macaulay
that
Culkin was like one of the main ones that was always there with him, right? And he
yeah,
was like
he
the
was
most
friends
popular.
with a lot of like child actors, not
Yeah,
just
he
Macaulay
was
Culkin, lots
like
of
the
child
yeah.
actors.
He was like the top kid at the time in the industry. So of course he's going to be targeted by pedos, right?
He was also but like Michael Jackson would go out of his way to meet children. Like this isn't fucking normal behavior. In fact, this is textbook pedophile behavior. But
No, I
for
know.
some reason, like if we had this
It looks crazy.
conversation, but you filled it in with any other man, we
I
would
know,
be
it
on the
looks
same
crazy.
page immediately.
It
like
sounds crazy.
this excuse
Well,
of
the other
he was
thing was is he
basically a
wasn't-
child at heart.
Yeah, but
That makes no fucking sense. You're a grown ass man. You bought a house. You drive a car. You are a man. You are not a child, dude. And no matter how young at heart you might be, you're still a grown ass fucking man. Like you married fucking Priscilla Presley. Like you're a man. And
I
people
mean,
that
I do know
constantly
of people
say
that
he's
just
a
like
child.
kids for some reason. But I never understood that. I never liked kids like that. I don't like being around children. They're
like being around
they're fucking
children either.
annoying.
they're annoying, and I'm always afraid they're gonna break my shit.
Yeah, it's always something.
Like I have toys all over the fucking place.
It's always something.
It's
Yeah,
always
man, it's
something.
always some
like
shit,
it's just
like-
it never
my
stops.
cats are as far as I will go into the department of annoyance on a day-to-day basis and what I have to do.
Dogs are fucking calmer than most children.
Here's the thing about kids. I don't personally I don't want kids. I don't really prefer to be around them. But I was sexually abused as a child. I did not get the help that I needed as a kid, which led to then turning into diabetes. And I would fucking do anything to protect a kid that I thought was in danger of that. Because I believe firmly that sexual abuse of a kid is worse than murder.
Mm-hmm.
You kill everything that kid was supposed to grow up to be and replaced it with a fucking anxious person who has to live with that forever. And I feel like lots of people that were sexually abused have a really good instinct for those people. And I'm sorry, but every fucking thing that dude did when it came to children was suspicious as fuck. I would never
it
in
was
a
so
million
sus.
years.
It was so
Yeah.
sus. I'm just thinking that, like, hypothetically though, you know, like what if type thing. Cause yeah, they really went after him.
Yeah.
Like with the drugs and all that kind of shit. They were doing a lot of fuck that music industry was going after him fucking hardcore. They had his handlers like basically just killing him.
Yeah, they went after Prince too.
Yeah, they went after Prince. He said it too. He was open about it. He said
There's
it
something
on
about, like, you know what's weird is musicians always say that kind of shit, but there happens to be like a specific level of like pop fame.
Yeah, once
when
you're at a
that
certain
level
level, then
says
it's
it-
like everybody but listens to you.
Yeah, and all of a
They're like,
sudden what
okay,
you-
we got to
yeah.
stop that.
Right, like if somebody in like some metal band I listened to said it, they'd be like,
Yeah,
fuck
if
the
like
industry.
Slipknot guy said
Yeah,
it with
right,
the
like,
mask
they're like, I
on,
don't give a
or
fuck.
fucking, you know,
Right, but, like,
Insane Clown Posse says some shit like that, nobody's gonna
Right.
say
Yeah,
anything.
no one's listening
Right.
to what you have to say,
Right,
dude.
but like
Insane
if
fucking
Sabrina Carpenter was
pussy.
like, listen, it might be like, yo, whoa.
Yeah. Well, I
What up?
mean, at what level do you need to be for people to start listening?
Yeah.
I don't think any level, because people say shit and no one ever fucking listens.
I think a lot of these artists need a real steel wall of safety built around them before they can safely say whatever they want. I think Eminem is probably one of those people because he'll say whatever, but he also just kind of handled his own business in a lot of cases more quietly, I think, than people realize.
I don't think he's been very ever vocal about the crazy shit that's going on though. He's always kept his mouth shut about shit. He's never.
I mean, he's
About
always
what,
been
the record
pretty
industry?
open
About- yeah,
what
about the
Puff
recording
Daddy has
industry.
done. He's
You know,
always
he-
been
Yeah, but you know
pretty-
why?
Yeah, because he was never a part of it.
Because he never needed it. He was with
Yeah.
Dre, who was running his own
Exactly.
label, and then after that, it was all them. It was all
That's
their
what I was.
label.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. But
I mean, I'm sure they had to fuck with MTV for a while, but once the internet came along, they didn't have to deal with that shit anymore. And then, you know, he's kind of owned his fucking career from start to finish, and he's sort of
Yeah.
one of the few people who's gotten to do that.
it's the
Maybe
Islands.
Trent Reznor's one of those people.
It's
Trent
the
Reznor
Warner
definitely is.
Brothers. It's the all the major ones.
Yeah,
from,
yeah,
from
man,
back
the big
in the
ones,
day.
the mega ones, and
Yeah.
we're seeing that be a problem right now, in my opinion. Like I think there's a lot of talent out there, and that's fine. But we do seem to be like rubber stamping a lot of pop stars lately that all look alike and sound alike again. And I feel like that happens every decade or so, and then like something swings in the other direction. But I think everybody has a career now. I don't.
Dude, nobody wants to be a pop star anymore because of all the shit that you have to fucking go through, public wise and all that other shit, and the record
there's no
company
shortage
owning
of it.
all your shit. Like
Yeah.
any fucking lawyer is gonna look at these contracts and be like, this looks shitty.
It's
You-
interesting.
you know what I
because
This
mean?
looks shitty.
they've
This looks
somehow-
shitty. Like,
They've
why would
somehow
you do this?
managed to make independent media extremely accessible, yet once again has made it so that it's hard for you to make it without them.
Yeah.
They somehow managed, like there was a sweet spot, I think, where people could blow up and make their own money, and it's still there. You could still do that, but
Well-
now there's this new desire to be signed and be distributed again, and it's just like they just took over everything and fucking. It's just the same industry again, except now it's like weirdly elevated into this fucking internet abyss.
Well, you gotta figure they probably have connections with every venue in the country,
Every vlogger
and they
blogger,
say, hey, we'll pay you to not take these people
right?
just to get them out of here.
They pay bloggers to write good
You know what I mean?
reviews, shit like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's a factory now, and that's really
Dude, it's all a
fucking
psyop.
awesome.
I mean, it's
It's all
always
a
been
fucking
It's a
fucking
psyop.
factory.
It's all a psyop.
It's all a psyop, dude. Everything's. a
Speaking
crab
of
at the end.
psyops,
It's all
are we
manufactured.
going to talk about you know who?
Just like the rap industry, apparently.
Palm Beach Pete, the
Okay,
fucking
but wait,
psyop,
no. Let's do our break and then we can come
walking
back.
psyop man.
Hi, I'm
So-
I'm Palm Beach Pete.
And I want
Yeah.
to make it really comfortable for you to see people that look like Jeffrey Epstein walking
All right,
around
hold
all
up,
over
hold
the
up,
place.
hold up. I'm gonna mute you guys.
Soon there'll be so many of us that you'll
Palm
never know
Beach
if he's
Pete.
really out there.
Yo, Palm
Hold
Beach
on.
Pete's wild.
I'm
It-
muting you. You're muted. You're muted. We're going to our break, and then in 5 minutes we're gonna come back and talk about Palm Beach Pete. Welcome back, everybody. Let me get my show back up here. Hold on. Welcome back. Awesome Talk, the Dijon mustard of podcasts.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
I do not have any Grey Poupon. Sorry, I'm getting everything all organized here.
My dad kept a Grey Poupon in his glove compartment just in case that ever happened, and it did once.
Just for the joke?
Yep.
Oh, so good.
I'm pretty sure it happened once on our way to New York at like the toll. there was like the longest fucking line and it wasn't moving, and the guy just looked over. Do you have any grape poupon? He's like, yeah, I do. You want it? And they were like, ah,
Yeah.
ah.
That's a big win moment right there.
Yeah, you asked the right person.
Right. That's when two moments of comedy collide in just the right place.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those great moments
Yeah.
that nobody even probably understands anymore. They were like, grape poupon? What the fuck are you talking about?
I know, the joke wouldn't land anymore.
Nah. Maybe to an older generation. Us. Our generation. We were kids when those commercials were out.
Yes, we were kids.
I remember looking at that fucking grape. It was in there for like 20 fucking years. The thing was probably so expired.
Yeah, it just turns into like a crackled, sort of like desert wasteland on the inside after a while.
I remember it being like separated in the jar, because it was like a clear jar. You could see it.
Yeah.
Half of it was light, half of it was dark as fuck.
If if you had to buy some Grey Poupon right now, would you buy it in the plastic squeeze bottle or the glass jar?
Does it even come in a squeeze bottle? I doubt it.
Yes, it comes in both.
I bet you a squeeze bottle of Grey Poupon's expensive as fuck. Because
I think it's
those
just
little jars were fucking expensive.
I think it's just like regular ass mustard prices, but I'm not sure.
It used to be more expensive. It was like a high class mustard or some bullshit. Fancy mustard.
Grey Poupon is positioned as a premium or gourmet yet accessible Dijon mustard, typically costing around $4 to $5 for an 8 to 10 ounce jar. It is moderately more expensive than standard yellow mustard, $2 to $3, but significantly cheaper than specialty, artisanal, or imported Dijon brands, which can be 2 to 3 times its price.
Yeah, they probably dialed it back a little bit back in the day when people started not buying it.
Well, they wanted an accessible gourmet mustard for the everyday man.
I mean, how gourmet is it?
I mean, they really filled the void there.
All it is honey Dijon. It's not regular mustard. It's always honey Dijon.
Listen, it's
Grey
just
Poupon.
cheap mustard packaged to look expensive, so poor people feel like they're getting fancy with their mustard.
Probably.
That's the whole thing. You elevate it by $1.50 or so, and boom, people are like, "Look, we're gonna get the good mustard for dinner this weekend.
So
We're
what
not
about?
gonna get the store brand."
I bet you Palm Beach Pete eats Grey Poupon.
Yeah, Palm Beach Pete. It's Grey Poupon.
Definitely. So what's going on with that guy anyway? Anything new with Palm Beach Pete?
Pulling up a photo.
Sorry, you're muted.
He's been on like 15,000 podcasts in the past couple weeks now.
I wonder if
everywhere.
anybody's got like record of this guy being around back in the day.
His social media accounts popped up right after the Epstein files were released, and he's been posting baby pictures of himself to prove blah blah blah.
So he made one after the Epstein files.
His fucking online username is not Epstein.
Oh my god. It's really milking this, huh?
Yes.
I mean, he
By the
is
way, this
kind
is
of a
the
goof.
This is the second sighting of a Jeffrey Epstein lookalike that has happened.
Which is the second one you're talking about?
There was one in Israel that people keep claiming now is AI, but looks pretty fucking real.
No, that was real. He had a fucking security team with him. There's video of it.
Yeah,
and
that
pictures.
doesn't. But just to be clear, that doesn't mean it's real.
Yeah, but
I-
there's both, and they both look the same. So AI is not gonna do that great.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
The ones that do look fake are the ones that like of Netanyahu and shit like that lately.
Yeah.
And like, what's the goal there? Why even bother doing that?
You're muted.
Because it's possible that Iran bombed his place of residence, and they need to appear as though he's alive.
Yeah, but wasn't there like multiple meetings with him afterwards, like where he's there?
Well, people don't think they're real. People think that's AI.
I mean, I've seen the obvious AI ones where his ring keeps disappearing and shit like that.
Or when he's in the coffee shop and like his pocket moves on its own.
There's a bunch of oddities with that video. And nobody's
So,
ever happy
why?
to see this guy. He's not like a liked dude in his country.
He's not really a like dude in most parts of the world, but I mean, there's some obvious AI footprints in a lot of those videos, no matter who he is. It's
Their eyes, like people's eyes didn't look like they were looking directly at him either in that video. Like they were always like looking slightly past him when they were talking to him.
I need to really examine it.
Yeah, there's a lot of discrepancies in that thing, man. The fucking ring keeps appearing and disappearing.
Yeah, that's a tell.
The pocket thing where when he pulls his hand out of his pocket or something, does some weird shit.
Another tell.
Yeah.
Still not really perfect, but sometimes it fucks up things that are like patterns or small, minute details sort of get weird.
Yeah, it's always something little, but there's always like a tell somewhere.
But it's getting flawless. It's
the guy
almost there.
that was the security guard just posted a fucking statement saying that he was not Chapel Roan's security guard. He was a security guard for another person that was that he was part of someone else's security team. He made the judgment call based on information obtained from the hotel and events that he had witnessed days prior, and the heightened overall security risk at the location. He said that his interaction with the mother was calm and had good intentions, and the outcome is regretful. So he wasn't even her fucking security guard at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like his fault that the kid cried.
Wait a minute. So some guy who didn't
No,
even
I actually
have
hate
any...
when people say,
Wait,
blah, blah, made me cry. It's like no one could make you fucking cry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no one
wait a
can
minute.
make you cry.
That's your thing.
So-
That's your own reaction to something.
so somebody unrelated to Chapel Roan completely basically made a kid cry or did something that caused the kid to cry, and somehow that translated to Chapel Roan.
The reason it
hates
translated
kids.
to her is because he was addressing the interaction with Chapel, but
And
he
did
saw it
they-
as this. He was
He saw that
looking
as
at
her-
this area as that there was a heightened security risk, and that was his response to it.
Okay. Wow, man, that really took a different turn.
Not really, because she's been saying this whole fucking time that wasn't her security guard, but no one gave a shit.
No, what I'm saying is that like the press and the media really twisted that in such a completely different direction than what actually happened. And
That's
just like
because-
solidified it like it was a fact too.
Because
like-
everybody just bandwagons shit nowadays. They don't even check in information to see if it's right or not.
How weird.
Most of these news sites aren't even fucking real news anymore. They're not out there with journalists and investigators.
No, man, they're out there for clicks.
They're just getting their shit from other sources. They're basically middlemen.
There's a lot of podcasts that employ real journalists now. Because you know the more independent media is always going to be freer, and that's just the way that goes. Not free all the way, never free all the way, unless you are completely independent. But you know, it's.
I gotta know what kind of genes that is for that Palm Beach guy. What are they, ethnicity wise?
Palm Beach Pete is a guy Dude, look at this guy. This is him.
Maybe
on
everybody in
Jimmy,
Palm Beach just looks that way after they hit a certain age.
This is him on Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, come the fuck on, man. Ugh. All right, well, I'm not looking at that, I guess.
Looks like he could take a punch. That fucking massive chin.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like a tough chin, dude. Like he looks like glass jaw. What was it, Glass Jaw Joe? From the Mike Tyson's Punch Out game.
Flamingo Joe or something? Don Flamingo?
Not Don Flamingo, but Don Flamingo maybe.
He did kind of have that vibe to him, the long face.
Palm Beach Pete, right here, man.
It's just a long head.
Yeah, man, they got an oblong head.
It's close. But there's a lot of
Close cigar.
differences. Yeah, there's a lot of differences. Just the proportions are off. Everything's off a little bit. Like, they could definitely be, like, brothers, though. You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
same father or something.
Yeah, they're from the same family.
Yeah, you definitely got something close. You're cousins. I don't know.
He looks like the Fonz.
He
Mm.
does look like the Fonz.
Kinda.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Henry Winkler. Huh.
I would have never seen that until you said that, though.
And there's probably people that have told him he looks like Henry Winkler his whole life, and then he just started hearing about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, now he looks like Jeffrey Epstein.
Poor bastard. If he's not a psyop, poor guy.
Yeah, if it's not as yeah.
It's kind of an obvious one.
Listen, if people don't think that Jeffrey Epstein's the kind of guy who would flood the world with lookalikes on purpose, I just don't think they've read the files. I don't think they understand this clown.
Dude, like a lot of the music industry was working with like CIA and shit and getting bought out to perpetuate
man.
certain things like the whole documented thing that they found in the files with the working with these music companies to fucking fill up the privatized prisons and shit, giving them bonuses.
I don't even know if I believe that his name was Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, it could be completely.
He had a
yeah.
million fucking identities and passports. Like, why are we to just assume that that's true either?
There's so much bullshit psyops going on.
Somebody has a lot of noise and interference in their microphone, and I'm just gonna give me a second here.
Is it me?
Hey, I think it might be you. You didn't have it earlier in the show at all. It was totally good. Now I hear like. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you to see if it stops. Yeah, it's you. I can't unmute you. You have to unmute you. Sorry.
It's just doing it constantly?
Yeah.
It just sounds like you have a fan on in the background.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Air conditioning running or something.
I do have a fan.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Better?
Oh yeah, yeah. Now we're studio.
Now you can hear crickets.
Yeah.
I
Got all
heard
qu-
cricket sounds playing in the other room.
It's like white noise. I don't even listen. I don't even hear it.
Yeah.
I have it on.
like brown.
I have the fan on all the time.
You ever listen to brown noise?
Yeah, I made some brown noise.
That sounded really funny.
I hid some brown noise in a song.
Yeah.
just you know, the brown note,
Yeah, sure.
the one that makes you shit yourself.
Yep.
It doesn't make you shit yourself
Nah.
unless you need. Maybe it's like you need some kind of wattage, like a certain amount of amperage behind it before
Something that rattles
it.
a person's bowels.
Like
to a
something, yeah, that's
specific
something that
way.
really fucking
Releases.
vibrates your shit, because having it at low volume doesn't do anything. Listening to it doesn't do anything. It probably has
Yeah.
to hit you. You know what
So
I
you
mean?
tested this to be sure, huh?
Oh yeah.
And basically, it just
And
sort of
and how would
shakes
it have
open
been
your.
for you if it had been true? How
Hey,
would that have gone?
that would have been great.
Were you like on the toilet while you tested this just to be
No.
safe?
No.
Don't you think you
s-
should have taken
I
precautions?
sat here. I tried every cent of in between the known range.
Mhm.
Tried every fucking step of the way that you could.
You're like in the lab with a diaper,
with a fucking
just
dial,
hitting
like,
notes.
dialing
It's
it
like-
in, waiting to shit yourself.
Yeah, just- I'm gonna find it. I swear,
it's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. And then you
Nah.
call your friend over.
I didn't expect it to happen, but it would have been funny if it did.
Yeah.
It would have been funny.
Oh yeah, because if it works, then I'm gonna put it in the song and be like, hey, listen to this song, and everybody's gonna just be shitting themselves when they listen to it.
And it's really good. It would go.
That
it
would be
go
hilarious.
Viral. It would go viral because people would be at parties and they would dare each other.
They
listen
wouldn't even
to
tell
it.
anybody. You just put it on at
Yeah.
a party, and everybody's shitting themselves all of a
Right,
sudden.
and all of a sudden, the coolest guy at the party, like the football player, he just shits his pants.
It's the great equilibrium. If everybody shits their pants, everybody's
wow.
on equal
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, nobody's cool when everyone's
Nobody's
shitting their
cool
pants.
when everybody shits their pants.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, you're starting from the ground up after an event like that.
Equalizer.
You're rebuilding society after that.
Just call the song the Equalizer.
Yeah,
Nobody would even know. Oh, it's a music term.
yeah, you play it in whole stadiums, and it's just one big collective 35,000 person fart bomb.
Everybody just gets up and starts leaving.
Yeah, just everybody's got shit.
Nobody
shit
wants
pants,
to. Nobody wants to admit it.
but there's no denying it.
That would be actually kind of funny. Like a whole place just gets up silently and walks out. Like fucking nobody says a word about it.
Yeah, but it would smell so bad. Everybody would realize.
People
People would
looking
pass
around
out.
like, oh my god, everybody smells it. They're leaving too. Oh no.
Oh,
Just-
and then
Everyone it just blames just one person.
yeah, this guy.
Well,
I know it was
everybody's
this
gonna
guy.
think everybody else knows that they just
Yeah.
shit themselves, and everybody's just
yeah.
gonna be too embarrassed and walk away.
Okay, all right. Hey, great show, right? Great.
Yeah,
great night, great show.
Shuffling.
Yeah, I had a good time. Why are you walking like that? Oh, I
What?
hurt my knees.
Why is everybody walking like that?
Yeah, I hurt my knees and my back, my feet.
Have you like? I've never shit myself as an adult,
Yeah,
but I've heard many stories of that happening.
yeah.
And it's like,
I
how
don't
does
believe
that
how
happen?
many stories I've heard of that happening? Like just random able-bodied folks.
Yeah, just random people like how does like, and they're like open about it. Like, oh, everybody shit themselves once. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean everybody? What do you mean? What kind of a fact is that?
You may have to like look up the actual statistics for that. I'm sure they exist.
Let's see.
I guess I should be thankful that I never shit myself yet.
Yet.
Well, yeah, I say yet because maybe when I'm older, like maybe one
on,
day.
hold on.
Maybe for
one
your
day.
birthday.
Gemini, what percentage of grown adults in the United States of America,
Admit-
roughly speaking, admit to shitting their pants accidentally?
Yeah, because you have to throw admit in there.
Medical research shows that about 8% of US adults experience some form of accidental bowel leakage, though a lot of people don't talk about it. The percentage increases with age. Is there a particular reason you were asking about?
Is there a reason you're asking? Oh, that's hilarious. AI is really curious about that question. It's like I need to know context. What happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should tell it why. Be like, we're discussing how many people shit themselves.
Yeah.
We're
just
curious.
talking- Yeah, with Palm Beach Pete on the screen.
Has Palm Beach Pete ever shit himself?
Yeah. But he was on the Jimmy Kimmel show last night. That was pretty telling. I thought Jimmy Kimmel fucked the whole thing up, but You know,
That's so weird, man.
yeah.
I don't trust of it anymore. You saw like all the fucking meteors everywhere now that are hitting.
I heard recently that one hit that was pretty loud and impressive.
One hit near Chicago.
Yeah. I did I hear about one near Texas, or am I thinking about the one near
There
Chicago?
was one in Texas.
Okay,
There was a
maybe
bunch of them actually. It's like
maybe that's
Earth is passing through some kind of debris or something because we're getting hit a bunch all of a sudden.
oh, that should be exciting.
I mean, either that or that's
like
aliens
our-
being like, we don't need weapons. We can throw meteors at you.
Yeah. Nothing like being hit in the head by a rock on fire going 13,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't big. One was like, what, 12 tons or something like that? It's like an SUV.
Yeah, but that's an Earth destroyer right there. That could kill the whole planet.
Well,
If it
no.
was going fast enough. There's a
Uh,
simulator you can look at online. There's a guy who has a YouTube page. It's an Earth simulator, and he'll show you even what it looks like if a needle, right, that you use to just like a needle and thread needle, if a needle hits the Earth going at light speed, it fucks the whole planet up. And like it's wild.
yeah,
And not
but-
as, like not to a great degree, but to a fucking noticeable degree.
Luckily,
and it's,
nothing's going to accelerate a meteor to the point of
Yeah,
even
because-
half the speed of light, let
well,
alone the
yeah,
speed
but
of light.
Does it have to be going that fast? I mean,
I think so, yeah. Because otherwise, it'll just be like, what, 20, 30,000, something like that, miles an hour, which is not even close to fucking speed of light.
Well, it's still gonna cause a shitload of damage. It's gonna destroy everything.
Yeah, I don't know what's the average meteor travel at?
I mean, the thing that killed the dinosaurs was only the size of a football field.
Yeah, I think it depends on what type of material it is too, because if it breaks apart when it on before or during impact,
Well, yeah, that
it's
slows
not.
it down big time. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be solid, like a chunk of iron or something.
Yeah, and it's got a fucking hauling ass.
Let's see what the average speed. Approximately 25 to 160,000 miles an hour is what the range is. No.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
160, that's fast.
That's fast. That's fast. That is fast.
Speed of light though is 299 million meters per second.
Okay. Well, we're not anywhere near that, but we're still fucking up. We're still ending in life on Earth. A lot of it anyway. A whole shitload of it.
Actually, wait, miles per hour to make it even, it's 670 million miles an hour. So that's still pretty big.
Sorry about that.
So you'd have to multiply that meteor by 4,191 to get the speed of light.
Yeah, how fast does it have to be going to kill all life on Earth?
Yeah, I don't know. How do
Not
they
that
determine?
fast.
How do they determine that figure? Because we've never seen it happen.
I don't know. I mean, let's get Neil deGrasse Tyson on the horn.
I mean, sure, there's probably an estimation, but not an exact.
Oh, I think everything's exact. But we'll get him on the horn.
Let's see, to destroy Earth. Like, do you mean just like all life on Earth, or like
Yeah, all life on Earth.
not the
Like,
Earth
not-
itself?
Like nothing's gonna obliterate Earth into a million pieces unless it is exceptionally large and destructive. And I don't think there's anything like that. At least not what we could see at the moment. And that would be unlikely. I think something that big ends up getting sucked into an orbit eventually. I don't think it's something that crashes into us and destroys the whole planet. But it could put a huge dent in the motherfucker. like like the what the fuck is it? Grand Canyon.
This is saying only 60 miles an hour, 60 kilometers per hour. That doesn't make sense.
That actually sounds.
If meteors travel 25 to 160,
Right.
and you only need 60 kilometers per hour,
For global death.
37 miles per hour for destruction.
37. Yeah, but I don't know. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. How fast?
That doesn't sound right at all.
That
Like
doesn't
that's
sound
one.
right.
That's
Yeah,
like
I feel like I could drop a car at 37 miles per hour out of off a building. Like that doesn't.
fucking terminal velocity's faster than that.
Yeah, that shit is flying, dude. There's fucking fire coming off the back of it. Like it's.
Yeah, that doesn't make any like.
How fast and how big, Sarah? How fast and how big does something have to be to globally destroy all life on Earth if it was hitting it?
This is saying a 1 kilometer wide
It depends on
object
how massive it is.
would only have to be 37 miles per hour, and that does not sound right.
It depends on how massive it is.
But it can't. But it's not 37 miles per hour.
37 miles per hour.
It
you can
depends
drop
on
that
how
your head.
massive it is.
Right.
If it's
but
the size of a planet,
Right.
37 miles per hour.
No, we're
It's-
talking about 1 kilometer
I'm
wide.
talking- Yeah.
But you know,
1
you didn't say
kilometer.
that.
I did
okay.
say
Yeah,
that.
we're talking about.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I guess what we're saying is how big and heavy and does it have to be, and how fast does it have to be going? Like what killed the dinosaurs, for example, and killed all life on Earth at that point? How big was that? And how fast was it going?
That was actually pretty big.
Okay.
I think it was the size of Manhattan, but I'm not positive.
So that's more than a kilometer.
I think I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
I would get.
Okay. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was approximately 10 to 15 kilometers in diameter, 6 to 10 miles. It struck Earth 66 million years ago with the energy of billions of atomic bombs.
How
Yeah.
fast? How fast do they think it was?
Okay, hold on. How fast was it moving? Let's see.
I mean, not that they would know, but
Okay, it struck Earth at an estimated speed of 20 kilometers per second.
okay, that's.
Yeah.
I'd accept that. I accept
That's-
that.
That's 44,000 miles per hour.
Okay, yeah, I would say yeah, that's about because you drop that at 37 miles per hour, it's not doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, terminal velocity is more than that.
Yeah, you get in a car accident at 37 miles per hour and be fine.
For real, you could walk away from that.
Yeah, like the same.
That's not
in the same
killing
5
a
minutes.
whole species unless it lands directly on them and they're the only thing that lives in that spot.
Yeah, all together in a pile.
Yeah, like it's just all living together. Whoops. I don't know. That seems exceptionally low for a meteor to destroy anything. Like on a planetary scale.
The collision was estimated to be 4.5 billion times the explosive power of the Hiroshima atomic bomb.
It's amazing that like the planet can even survive something like that.
No, this fucker is resilient.
Like the I can't even comprehend the type of explosion that is. How big of a fucking explosion that is.
I mean, like,
The thing is, the more massive something is, like you can't in physics have something travel. I mean, if you're talking about something coming from space, if you have something that's incredibly massive, it's not going to travel at 37 miles per hour. It can't. Its own
Right.
gravity is going to pull it faster.
well, yeah, we just figured that out. Yeah, yeah, it's more like 37 miles per second.
Well, I mean, I don't think a meteor traveling 37 miles an hour would ever even get to us.
No, we would just catch that in a net because that's super slow. It's not how fast.
You,
that's not
you
the-
could like blow on it and make it change
Yeah.
directions.
I don't
at
care
that
what you
point.
are. 37 miles per hour is 37 miles per hour.
We could just go punch that shit and make
Yeah.
it change course.
Just blow a fan at it.
For real. What the hell?
Yeah, but 37 miles per second. Well, that's a different story. That's gonna go right through you.
Yeah,
Like you're not even there.
you're
It's
not
gonna
gonna
turn you
feel-
to spaghetti.
I don't even know if there would be blood left after getting hit by that.
You'd be vaporized.
Probably.
If it like went through you, the two sides that were left would just.
You wouldn't even make a splat on the thing. You would just
Yeah.
like never existed.
Yeah. Just ceased. Erased from reality.
How
I wonder-
nice that sounds.
I wonder how that feels like. Do you actually get killed by the impact of the rock, or is there some kind of like air pressure wave in front of it
Yeah,
that
you
get
would get-
exploded
There's
by?
a shockwave, and then there's
Yeah.
all the destruction in the sky that blocks out the sun.
Like there's probably a point where you get up to like you see the rock coming and then you just go. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah. The shockwave vaporizes you in a second. I mean, 4.5 billion times the explosive power of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. You wouldn't even have a second. You wouldn't even have any time whatsoever to process that anything has even happened before you're gone. You just would disappear.
dude, that's like the size of Texas exploding. Or something stupid. It's like a whole state exploding.
4.5 billion times.
You would
That's crazy.
basically ignite. Like what we saw from the bomb that we dropped and all of those horrible pictures.
I would imagine the whole fucking atmosphere would ignite at that point. Like if it's possible.
It would like
Vaporize
be
or
like
something.
it would be like a massive fireball coming towards you. You would be incinerated. So you would never feel an impact. You'd be fucking dead already.
Just the light from that fucking explosion is probably enough to kill you. Your body
Well,
sees
you
that and
wouldn't
it's
even
like,
make
I'm dead.
the final explosion. You wouldn't be around to experience.
Yeah.
It was traveling 58 times the speed of sound.
You'd probably be just sunburnt from just the light alone. Even from being like even if you didn't die from the explosion, if you were in the view of it, you'd probably fucking get sunburned and shit.
Your like most of your organs would basically rupture.
That'd be crazy.
There'd be like a massive wave of pressure. So most of your organs would be gone.
Wonder how
From the
far that
pressure.
wave of pressure would actually travel out into space. Like did
Yes.
would the moon feel it if it was in that direction?
Would the moon feel it from Earth?
If
Yeah.
it was 4.5 billion times.
Like
its
how
strength.
far into space would that even reach?
Yeah, like I feel like that leaves a ripple effect there. Like 4.5
I mean,
billion
it
is
would
insane.
affect our atmosphere and
Yeah.
block
The ozone
out
layer
the
was probably
sun.
gone in that spot.
Our atmosphere would just be dark. Like if we saw Earth from space, you wouldn't be looking at like the blues and the greens and all that shit anymore. You would be basically looking at a dark. It would probably look kind of like a dark fog over.
I
most
guess
of
what
the-
I'm wondering is if the explosion would be big enough to push shit outside of the gravity of the planet.
Yeah, it would probably knock Earth slightly off its orbit.
That should be crazy.
The asteroid that wiped out non-avian dinosaurs 66 million years ago caused immediate massive destruction within hours, while causing global extinction for roughly 75% of species over months to years. While firestorms and tsunamis were instant, the following impact winter from dust and soot induced a prolonged ecological collapse. Ejected debris solidified and rained down as hot glass, causing global wildfires. followed by massive tsunamis. Oh my god, the Earth must have been a shit show.
Probably not as bad as when the fucking Earth was forming originally.
I guess it depends on what part of that formation, because that took, it wasn't just like a long weekend.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not just a couple years. That was probably
Yeah.
millions of years of just lava and fucking molten shit. And
I don't know. I'd
Yeah.
like to go back to when there were gigantic insects.
fuck that.
Ugh.
You'd be eaten by one.
They would attack us.
I don't know. They've never seen a human before. They don't even know if they like humans or not.
I'm sure they would try.
They might.
It depends on what our flesh smells like to them, I think.
Probably we all smell like McDonald's.
Yeah, we smell good.
Oh. Like corn oil.
Yeah, I definitely like corn. Yeah, we are full on ethanol.
We smell just straight corn oil.
Yeah, we just lard out of the fucking container.
Just
Right on.
straight up Crisco
Just Crisco beings. Fuck.
and microplastic.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We're already not human anymore. We're
Oh.
already plastic and metal. Just prolong the life, that's all. And fix the body, for God's sake. That's the fucking thing. Just fix the fucking body.
Oh, remember how I was telling you guys about JD Vance
I don't know what about him.
being he was like CEO of a vertical farming company,
Oh yeah.
and now
How
I've
interesting.
started seeing ads about vertical farming
Yeah,
on
'cause
like
you're talking
Facebook
about
and
it.
shit.
Yeah,
No, I mean just recently. That was a while ago when we talked about it, but just recently now people are like starting to promote these companies.
Yeah.
Like now they're becoming more popular.
Find out what they are by stocking it.
They're gonna ruin every fucking thing. I don't want them to have money.
Vertical farming, I think, is not a bad thing, really. I just don't trust.
They're just
Vance
fucking over
with
all
it.
our actual farmers right now because they want the land to do their vertical farming shit instead in fucking warehouses. They want to
Again, done by the right companies, that's not a bad thing. I don't think. I think
in the long run
can-
for the planet, you're gonna destroy all that land though. That's prime
would-
land for fucking it's fertile.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Like we're not gonna be able to feed everybody, and once they control everything and monopolize it,
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, they already do.
it's gonna be a huge issue. Buying food's gonna be like the Hunger Games, man. It's
I mean, they already control all of it more than people even realize. I mean, you don't really see tomato plants and peppers and eggplant just growing wild all over the place, and there's a fucking reason for that. It's not like those things were all contained once upon a time. They used to grow wild all over the fucking place. It was just available to everybody. When was the last time you saw a fucking wild growing tomato plant? Never.
nobody wants that shit in their yards because it attracts insects.
If you look outside the window in the kitchen here, there's a, like, I don't want to call it an alley, but I guess that might be the closest thing to call it. It's like the side of a building, the back of a pizzeria. And right up against that is a curb where the people in the building across grew tomatoes basically in this little patch of dirt on the curb. And I witnessed the people who work at the pizzeria picking the fucking curb tomatoes. And knowing that even if I ate dairy, I would never eat their fucking pizza. I
I've
don't
had their
want
pizza a bunch when I went there for the shows
I
every
don't want
Friday. was
I
eating
don't
that
want
shit.
curb tomatoes.
I
don't
think
want curb
that's
because
that's
it's literally
genius.
right next to where the delivery trucks stop and they just keep their engines on the whole time. Like it's literally right next to
That feeds the
tailpipes.
plants. They need carbon dioxide.
Yeah, did you ever see something that
Sure.
fucking tailpipe hits? It's just black soot. No thanks.
It's extra flavor in the pizza.
Yeah.
You got carbon monoxide fucking pizza now.
When I was growing up, there was this car that was in my neighborhood. It was like this really old car that looked like a pile of garbage rust. And if you drove behind it, the entire hood of your car would be black.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm imagining the tomatoes are like.
probably.
The worst part is that it was a little old lady's tomatoes. And they're just fucking pocketing them.
Oh, it's not even
Yeah, I don't
theirs.
know. Maybe she
No,
told
there's a
them.
little old lady that lives in the building. There's like an old age home across from here. And sometimes the little old people like to plant things in the curb dirt. And that was the old lady's tomatoes.
Maybe she told them. to
Maybe
take a
she's
few.
like the
She
mom of
knows-
one of the people.
Yeah, maybe she knows them. Maybe she's like, hey, I can't use all these. Take a couple of these. My grandma would do that.
Yeah, I could see that happening. She probably went in there herself and was like, "You guys want some tomatoes? Take them."
Yeah, I see you guys make sauce in here. You make sauce.
I
You want
doubt
some
it.
nice tomatoes?
I doubt
You
they
want
make
some of
their
these
own
nice
sauce.
tomatoes? Yeah. I think
We're
that's-
trying to give these Italians the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah.
I don't even think that they're Italian, so you're good. I mean, it's gone through like 700 owners. I don't even think that what I'm talking about, I don't think those are the same people anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a long time ago.
I kind of want to turn my whole yard into like just wild, like native shit.
Do it.
Dude,
Do it.
You should do like a straight up, full on professional greenhouse in your backyard. Just grow vegetables and plants and flowers, and just grow that shit all year long. Just make that fucking your life's work. It would be so amazing. I bet. That's what I would want to do. And a go-kart track, which is sort of the opposite of a greenhouse.
My neighbors would probably love a go-kart going all the time.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, once I'm a millionaire and I have the compound will be, a good distance away from everybody else so that the go-kart doesn't bother anybody. Go-karts.
You're gonna need multiple millions for that shit.
Definitely multiple million. And probably have to get the maintenance every so often. Get a guy for that. Come in once a month. Take care of it.
Oh, speaking of the Amish.
Were we talking about the Amish?
Well, they build stuff.
They
So
do
it
build
doesn't-
that. And
in
to
my
their
mind-
credit, by the way, they build some
They
pretty
do build
sturdy,
some
good
quality
stuff.
shit.
Quality shit. And they grow quality fucking crops.
But ever since I mentioned that thing about the horses, that was one of the things that has been popping up is that like horse animal sanctuaries talking about getting fucking horses that were mistreated and shit.
People take really bad care of horses a lot of times, especially race horses, man.
But
Both
they,
of my
it's
parents
like
own horses.
sanctuaries specifically taking only horses from the Amish.
Both of my parents owned horses. Isn't that weird? Separately, like when they didn't know each other yet.
That is kind of weird.
It's like the weird, like who the fucking New Jersey? How many fucking people do you? I mean, yeah, there are horse farms and stuff, but how many people do you know own a horse? It's just like
Well,
the
I mean,
oddest
I
thing.
grew up riding horses, so I actually know people that own horses.
Yeah, but you would say probably the majority of people you know don't own horses.
Remember when like owning a pony was a thing? Like a big thing? Like, yeah, oh, I want a pony.
A pony, yeah.
Like that was like a little girl thing to
Yeah.
to
They
say, oh,
tried to frame it as like every little girl wants a pony.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Yeah,
Like what the
and
fuck was
why-
that about?
Why
Yeah,
that?
where did that come from?
Because who's winning in that marketing campaign?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
what
horse
is there was
people.
like some kind of pony breeding?
How are the horse people winning?
Well, because you have to pay for the pony, don't you?
Yeah, but nobody
But
was
but
really
mo-
buying
but,
ponies.
but mostly you have to board the horse. Like most people that own horses don't board their horses on their
No,
property.
I understand all that. I get that, but like people weren't going out buying horses. It wasn't like there was a mad rush to buy ponies at Kmart. Like it was just a strange.
It's just one of those things like,
It was
oh,
like
I
a
want to be a
trope.
princess. Oh, I want a pony. Oh, like it's just one of those fucking like
Okay,
childhood.
While those same tropes are going on, what are the toys for boys that are the trope?
The army men toys and the fucking like
Fire trucks.
Sports.
Yeah, like a baseball glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah, that came a little later. I wish I'd been good at basketball.
G.I. Joe.
hmm
Hmm.
Well, not anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of phased out.
No, GI Joe's big again now.
Is it?
All that shit is big again, like as if it almost as if it never went away. It's super bizarre. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now are more popular and bigger than they've ever been ever.
You know what it was though? I'm like trying to think of specifically when we were kids, like what the stereotype would have been. And it was probably like the construction toys. Like remember Tonka trucks?
Yeah, when you were really
Yeah.
little, yeah.
Tonka trucks for sure. But Tonka trucks were so dope though, man.
Like here's a dump truck, here's a fucking
Yeah.
backhoe. Like,
But they moved really well, and and the original ones were fucking made of metal.
don't you wanna build stuff when you get older? Pay taxes, come on.
Dude, I had a big metal Tonka truck that was all rusted and smashed to shit because I mean the fucking thing was they were like made it like real steel. They were dangerous and they were heavy. Like you could kill somebody with them. And like I used to put like if I had to cut like a piece of wood or something, and I wasn't allowed to use power tools because I was too young, I would just lay on top of the truck and smack it with a fucking sledgehammer over. And the truck's all dented to shit.
Hell yeah.
It's all rusted.
It put its work in.
It put its work in till the fucking wheels literally fell the fuck off.
Yeah, we didn't have much like stereotypical shit that was cool.
I don't know, man. I think we did. I mean, we had He-Man and Thundercats.
Yeah, I guess that kind of shit. Maybe action figures.
Yeah, action figures were big, just as big now.
But it's not like you ever heard somebody like, "Oh, I want an action. I want this. I want like it." It wasn't like the pony thing. It wasn't like a universal weird thing.
Do you think at first video game consoles were more pushed on boys than girls? I feel like that was maybe one.
I mean, all the commercials were.
The commercials like they were definitely more pushed on boys.
And the games were more geared towards men back then, like Leisure Suit Larry and shit like that came out way back in the day.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of weird stuff. Yeah, there wasn't.
That was like more. That was like 95, wasn't it?
For what?
Leisure Suit Larry.
I don't even fucking remember when that came out. I think it was
like the
even on
original
Nintendo.
NES was really, it was a Nintendo game. I remember.
think so.
I feel like I remember it for PC.
Yeah, I had a friend who had it on a PC. Yeah.
Maybe it was PC. I know for sure it was on PC, but
I feel like the Nintendo was around for quite a while before Leisure Suit Larry came out.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think you're.
Maybe.
That makes sense.
maybe. I don't actually remember. I never actually played the game.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I remember the
I
name
was
of
like, what
it.
the hell is this about? But
Remember the Lemmings games for PC?
yeah.
And there's
when I
just
li-
like multiplying little things.
Yeah, that's how I found out that Disney forced a bunch of lemmings off a fucking cliff just to make that myth true.
What?
So they could film it. Yeah, you never heard about that? So
What?
the whole myth about lemmings jumping off a cliff isn't legit.
Okay.
But when they went to film it happening, they wouldn't jump off the cliff, obviously, because it wasn't a real fucking thing. So what they did was they fucking herded them towards the cliff and made them jump off the fucking cliff and filmed it.
For why?
It was for like a Disney educational like a film about animals.
Where they're
They're like-
teaching them things about
It's
animals
like in the
that aren't true.
1950s. Yeah, it was like way back in
And
the
they're like-
day.
Look at these lemmings here. They really love jumping off cliffs.
So that video game was based off
Yeah.
that conspiracy or what or that lie.
These lemmings here. They love jumping off cliffs. They don't live very long.
Yeah, we were talking about a couple weeks ago. You and I were talking about computer, like the fucking quick time event games, and we brought up Seventh Guest. And for the past like couple weeks, I've been seeing that they've made a Seventh Guest remake,
What?
and I keep meaning to fucking send it to you when I see it. Yeah,
Not
Yep.
11th hour.
nope, Seventh Guest.
Hmm.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
I vaguely remember it.
It's basically the same fucking type of game.
I remember the clown and the chessboard, or the pool table, or whatever it was. I remember the chess game. There's a bunch of weird puzzles in that house.
Let's see. The Seventh Guest remake. Okay, it's on Steam. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's on Steam by Vertigo Games, and it says coming soon. Coming soon. Add to your wish list. Yep. I can't believe that they randomly decided to remake this fucking game.
That is interesting.
It's so random feeling. Like, was this game that big of a seller?
Do you like puzzle games and shit like that?
Like, I've played the game. I just don't remember if it was like such a huge seller that they would bother to remake it like 35
it
years
was
later.
huge because it came out after the Myst craze, and it was kind of like the next Myst game, but not as fucking crazy, stupid, and hard.
I don't believe that anyone has ever beaten Myst or Riven.
Not without a fucking guide.
It was just stupidly difficult.
I remember hearing that it was finally beaten back in the day.
My father was
like,
obsessed with it.
There was still no guides for it, and they were like, the guy who beat it wasn't telling anybody how he did it or something like that.
It's incredibly overly complicated. I mean, I don't know if overly complicated is the right way of putting it. Like, some people have beaten it, so I guess it wasn't overly complicated for them.
The thing is, you try to play it now, like if you're like, oh, I bet you can't beat Myst, but if you try to play it now, it's so fucking, like, the movement sucks because it's like scene by scene movement.
Yeah.
And like,
it's still just as confounding. It's not like we're smarter today than we were back then, so we'll get it. No, it's exactly as yeah. It's and like the worst part about it is that like there's something about that game that every so often I'm like, all right, this time I'm really gonna lock in. But you never do it. Like you can't lock in. I always tell myself like I'm gonna fucking play that game to the end. And I just never do.
I almost wondered, like, did somebody put that out to see like who could beat it, and like whoever beats it's gonna like win some kind of prize because it's so fucking hard.
Like, my dad was so obsessed with that game, man. I can remember being like, I could just remember seeing his back in the corner of the room at the computer playing Myst for hours.
Probably had a notebook.
The weird part was like, it's like the last thing in the world that you would have ever expected him to be interested in. I have no idea where he got it. I have no idea what made him go, oh, I'm going to get this. Like, he didn't play computer games. He didn't fucking, like, it was so random. And then he got Riven after, so, which is the sequel. And yeah, it's just a fucking difficult and frustrating game. And yet there's some pull. Like, it's hard not to like it. I don't know why.
Well, it's like, I guess, a challenge. It's like an abstract puzzle.
Really abstract. It's like, oh, let me go down this walkway by the water. Oh, there's a bunch of things here. There's dials that need to be turned, but this dial here actually connects to something that's like a mile away that I haven't actually been to yet. And like, it's fucking such a fucking
you turn the thing and it does nothing. You're like, well, what the fuck? But it's doing
you just
something
keep turning
somewhere.
it over. Yeah, exactly. But you don't even know. Like, so you don't even know if you're doing the right thing because you can't see the result of what you did.
Yep.
And then like you're like looking through the book, and then there's like the cut scenes of like the dude talking to you and shit, and like
yeah, that was weird. The whole game was weird.
The whole series is weird. There's a lot of Myst games.
I like all those old videos though, like the compressed fucking real video of people in the games.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
that was
was-
like pretty mind blowing to people back then.
That was great. There was a cool detective game. I forget what it was called, but it was all that kind of graphics. It was really interesting.
Those like movies with all the quick time events were like super popular for a little while. It'd be cool if someone made a new game and used that style.
There was one called Bad Mojo that I really liked. You'd probably like it.
I've never heard of that one.
You're this dude in like this apartment building, and like you get turned into a roach, and you have to like solve
It's not
this
what I expected you to say the game was
mystery.
about.
It's fucking crazy. It's like a fever dream. It's fucking wild. But it's kind of like a puzzle game, but not really
Mm.
in a way. But it's like maybe kind of like a big maze that you have to escape. It's just, you'd have to see it.
It's a 90s game?
Yeah, it's called Bad Mojo.
Hmm.
I have it in my Steam library. I got it for like $1. I still haven't played it yet, though. I mean, I played it back in the day. I haven't played the HD version
not
or whatever.
Revisited yet.
Yeah. I was gonna play it on stream one day, but
Oh, that'd be cool. Dude, you should play the fucking Seventh Guest remake when it comes out on stream.
Hmm.
Oh, and then like after like 10 minutes of annoying puzzles, you'll rage quit.
speaking of, what about you, Rick? You played Far Cry. How'd you like it?
It's dope, man. I really like it. I think it looks pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, I mean, I just got started with it because I didn't really know.
That first mission is intense.
It is intense, and they also give you zero guidance at all.
Zero guidance, and they're just like go, and you're
It's
like, what?
Here, you got to run over there, and there's people shooting at you and shit. And you're like, what do I do?
It's
How do I
hectic. It's hectic,
Yeah.
that first mission.
Yeah, I guess that's on purpose. They just they kick you right out of the nest in that one.
The rest of the game's not like that.
Yeah.
They really like, yeah, this is gonna be fucking crazy. Here you
But
go.
I also think they do a good job of building up the characters. They're clear about who they want you to hate the shit out of in that game, pretty up front. And
Yeah.
they do a pretty good job of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Whenever you want to play that, I'm down.
Okay, yeah, I have literally no idea what that entails, so I'm going to be hitting you up about that.
Well,
And,
basically, once you get to like your main camp or whatever,
Mhm.
you can start doing co-op, and
Okay.
I can just come help you in your story mode.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but I can use all my shit though.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, dude, I am so fucking absolutely behind on video game technology still, man. Like that
Yeah.
just sounds dope to me.
We could use Discord for voice chat and just fucking
Yeah. Hell yeah.
go crazy.
Can you
That's
voice
a
chat on
fun co-op
Steam?
game. Huh?
Can you voice chat on Steam?
There's a voice chat built into the game, but the voice chats in the games are always worse than Discord because
Mm.
Discord has better noise filters and processing.
Yeah, I guess it's sort of built for a specific thing.
Like if you're on open mic and not using push to talk, the
Yeah,
game will just pick me up constantly because I have the sound going all the time. But if we're on
Yeah.
Discord kind of drowns it out.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, man, I'm down whatever.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show because we're over. And I'm going to say to everybody that we'll be here next week. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys. Actually, I'm going to kick you off the stream in a second. So, muted and muted. Okay, you guys are muted. Okay, so we'll be back here next Wednesday night starting at 9:30. Thank you for watching if you did. And hit subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. And yeah, we will see you next week. Peace out.
Awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, it's awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, talk awesome, talk. Awesome talk, awesome talk, awesome. Talk, awesome talk.